Hey, good afternoon. D and F block की आज हम लोग बात करने वाले हैं. हाँ, now the thing about this chapter from the point of view of the JEE exam is कि सवाल directly कम आते हैं, They're quite direct questions. JEE Advanced is a different story, right? JEE Advanced में they use this plus small concept sometimes to get you some questions. या कभी-कभी इसके साथ they use salt analysis stuff, redox reactions. JEE Advanced is a different ballgame. But for JEE Main, the questions are quite direct, which means कि you can do one of two things. Either इसको कर लो and you get some easy marks, or you can choose to skip it. I know I haven't said this out loud in most of my sessions. I've never asked you to skip a topic. But अगर you're at this point for some reason, I know कुछ लोग का JEE अभी होने वाला है, I would never skip it because it's easy. But if you are in a dilemma कि भाई बहुत ज्यादा मुश्किल हो रहा है, अभी मुझे ऑर्गेनिक कवर करना है, फिजिकल कवर करना है, मैथ्स फिजिक्स करना है, maybe I want to skip this, ठीक है, sure you can. But know this that this is easy marks, but थोड़ा सा effort बस लगेगा. NCERT पढ़ना है और कुछ नहीं करना है for JEE main. What's up युवराज? Cricket clips and rec. How you doing? मेरी आवाज साफ आ रही है? Are you able to see me and hear me clearly? Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So, oh, all right, sure. 1:30. All right, I get it. I get it. Absolutely. I had a meeting I had to get out of to do this session. So I completely understand if you have other stuff to do. So, where are we at? हम लोग session शुरू कर रहे हैं. कौन सा? DNF block, which means we are somewhere around here in this whole thing. And let's get started. We're going to look at NCERT. That's the plan, right? हम लोग थोड़ा बहुत NCERT देखते हैं, then we do some questions. I'll try and wrap up the NCERT bit a little quick this time because NCERT काफी बड़ा है. And if we go and explore all of it, it's going to take the whole 1 hour just to go through NCERT. It's a pretty large chapter in terms of the details, but the things that are tested are common things. And कभी-कभी NCERT से एक छोटी सी लाइन पूछ लेते हैं, अब क्या करें? Especially the F block stuff. Hey, good afternoon, Abhi. Chemistry lover, oh, cool name. Okay, all right. Hey, Reg. All right, sweet, great. Let's get started right away. So the first thing that's important and superbly important is the electronic configuration. And I'll tell you this, right? Literally all properties are based on electronic configuration. And stuff that is half filled or fully filled, वो अतरंगी चीजें करेगा. It'll do weird things. It'll have a very, very high sum value or very low sum value. It could be radius, it could be radius thing, not so much, but ionization enthalpies, or it could have E naught values. जो भी exceptions होंगे, it's because of half filled or fully filled orbitals. So what is the trick to this? Okay, you need to know कि 20 to 30 जो elements है उनके क्या नाम है. उसके बाद वाला ज्यादा जरूरी नहीं है. You don't have to mark the whole periodic table, but 20 to 30 वाला it's good. It's good to know these elements. Okay, and the super important thing is कि whatever the Z value is, usually it is उसका configuration कैसे लिखोगे? It will be argon, which is 18 plus 3D and 4s2, 3dx. And for copper and chromium, it's different. It's 4s1, 3d5, right? Or 3d10. But usually it's either this, which means if I try and form a 2 plus ion, it will probably just be 3dx, which will be useful in finding out magnetic properties, या फिर color होता है कि नहीं होता है, paramagnetic, diamagnetic. All of those things are linked to this single idea of electronic configuration. So सबसे जरूरी छोटी सी चीज, but सबसे जरूरी चीज इस chapter में. There is also the talk of lanthanides and all of that. We'll do that in the जब आगे बढ़ते आगे करेंगे. Where is the next mentee? Okay, Jeffrey. Cool question. Don't have an answer to that. Okay, Rec has an answer to that. That's great. You know till 54, Yuvraj. I don't know till 54. I barely know till 30. And I know some random things beach mein. Like I know that 54 is xenon. I know that one. Krypton is 36. It's good to know noble gases, right? And uske aaspaas you will figure it out. You'll figure it out. Okay. Most of the properties are because of partially filled d orbitals. Yeah, and they have weird properties like a lot of oxidation states, colored compounds, ligands. The whole idea of coordination compounds is because of this itself. The next idea, yeah, ये हमने लिखा था नीट के लिए, and I'm just saying कि if you have if you're aiming for a 99.5 plus, then maybe look at this. ये पूरा लैटिस स्ट्रक्चर आइडिया का तो मैंने बहुत समय से इस पे सवाल नहीं देखा है, राइट? लैटिस स्ट्रक्चर ट्रांजिशन मेटल का क्या होता है? मे बी जेई एडवांस में कुछ ग्राफ आ जाते हैं, बट यू डोंट हैव टू नो दिस थियोरी. रिसेंट था एक ग्राफ अबाउट ट्रांजिशन ऑफ वन फेज टू अनदर फेज, दैट इज इनडायरेक्टली रेफरिंग दिस, बट थर्मोडायनामिक्स का सवाल था, तो वील डू इट इन थर्मोडायनामिक्स. बट डायरेक्टली इस टेबल की इतनी ज्यादा जरूरत नहीं है. बट दिस गाय राइट हियर, दिस इज सुपरबली इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके, yeah, this one is. This is the first table, so to see, trend that is useful in melting point जो अलग होते हैं. Manganese and technetium को छोड़ के usually it rises the melting point, then falls off somewhere around the middle of around the D4 D5 वाला region. Okay, these melting points सबसे ज्यादा है, and it keeps increasing. Yeah, this is the 3D series, this is the 4D series, 5D series, etc. Exceptions कौन से हैं? D10 configurations, D9, I mean D10, both of these are D10, right? Etc. etc. Mercury आपको मालूम है metal होता है, I'm sorry, liquid होता है. Zinc, I know it's been removed from your syllabus, but extraction की zinc की बात करते थे. You talk about distillation, yeah, मतलब it has very low melting points, boiling points, etc. etc. खैर, anyway, the next property is the idea of enthalpy of atomization और ये भी इसी चीज से linked है. It is linked to the fact that okay, you have some D5 and D10 configurations that behave weirdly. Everything follows a trend. Otherwise, they maximize about the middle of each series. Yeah, मतलब कि unpaired electron is pretty hard to get rid of. Okay, it's good to have interatomic interactions because of that thing. So as always, this delta H मतलब enthalpy of atomization is what we're talking about. Okay. मतलब कि I'm trying to convert solid से liquid से gas. Yeah, that's what you're trying to do. Atom, you're trying to separate atoms out. ये part 2024, 23 में आ गया था shockingly. Oh, look at that. Rec has experienced it. That's there. That's cool. That's very interesting. Lattice structure will not come because related to solid state. Yuvraj, that's what you think, but you never know. They may throw Google and ask that question anyway. Sure, I understand it's related to solid state तो JEE main में नहीं है. JEE advanced में आने के बहुत like there are chances, not from here, but generally आ सकता है. मतलब the focus is not on mugging what is happening there, but on understanding what does it mean. मतलब देखो अगर कोई बोल रहा है कि लैटिस बदल रहा है, फेज चेंज हो रहा है फ्रॉम BCC to FCC, what does it mean? मतलब atoms are rearranging themselves, तो डेंसिटी बदल सकती है. So that is what you need to know. उस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से अगर कुछ आएगा तो आ सकता है. नॉट सो मच कि अरे इसका BCC इस टेम्परेचर पर उसका FCC, वो मग करने की जरूरत आई डोंट फील है एट दिस पॉइंट. ओके, बट है अगर मजे में करना है तो कर लो, फॉर श्योर, गो अहेड डू दैट. नेक्स्ट आइडिया इज दैट ऑफ एटॉमिक साइजेस. ओके, एटॉमिक साइजेस लार्ज पार्ट, ये तो हमेशा आता रहता है. इस पे एक में एक सवाल एटलीस्ट एक में आ जाएगा लैंथराइड कॉन्ट्रैक्शन के बारे में. एटलीस्ट वन में ऑफ whichever session, if you're lucky, you will get a question on this which is very direct. But the general idea is कि usually when you go from left to right in a period, the atomic size decreases. Now in D block elements, it decreases unto a certain point and then it starts increasing again because D block electrons बहुत ज़्यादा होते हैं, right? D block has total of capacity of holding 10 electrons. So जैसे ही electrons बढ़ते जाते हैं, especially around cobalt, the size starts increasing because of inter-electronic repulsion. It decreases शुरुआत में क्यों? क्योंकि Z effective बढ़ रहा है, just like what you have in the periodic table. What is exceptional again is look at these two. Yeah, they have almost the same radius. This is your 4D and 5D because of lanthanide contraction, etc., etc. Yeah, imperfect shielding, etc. Now this one table, this is superbly important, but you don't have to mug it. But you need to understand what all is going on over here. Okay, ये बड़ी सी table है. It looks a little intimidating. It has a lot of information. Yeah, electronic configuration that I spoke of initially. It has enthalpy of atomization also. You see that it peaks to this value and then falls off again, right? For vanadium, interestingly, not really. Usually, you'd see a peak at either chromium or manganese, but यहाँ पे it's peaking out at vanadium for whatever reason, right? Then you have ionization enthalpy, and you see एक कहाँ पे था ये भाई साहब, copper का, right? Copper is an exception. Copper का देखो सबसे ज़्यादा ionization enthalpy है, or for the second one, right? Out of all these chaps. And that's why it will show some interesting trends, right? Metallic and ionic radii, it reduces and then starts increasing slightly again, right? Falls and then increases, just like I showed you. Standard electrode potential, we haven't spoken about this so far, but look at this. ये सब जो weird values हैं, it's because of half filled and fully filled. And कभी-कभी theory में ऐसी चीजें पूछ जाती हैं, देखो ये और ये में बहुत कम difference है, but NCRT and I mean NTA has asked this, okay, which is annoying. You would assume कि भाई manganese is going to be the boss, right? It's going to have the highest M3 plus to M2 plus because D5 and all, but cobalt हो जाता है. तो ये सब कभी-कभी बीच में आ जाते हैं इस टाइप के सवाल. So if you want to make sure that you get all the marks in this chapter, इस table को आपको you have to go through. You don't have to mug the numbers, but maybe make some flashcards to get an idea of the exceptions. That's important. That's important. Advanced के कुछ सवाल 2 plus 2 4 जैसे सीधे होते हैं. Okay. कुछ तो 2 plus 2 4 जगह सीधे चीज भी बुला देते हैं. वाह युवराज पोएट्री में घुस रहे हैं. All right. So please tell about courses in English. Okay, Bala. I didn't understand your. You want me to talk a little bit more in English? I can do that. Sure. Hey Shlok, what's happening? Good afternoon. Bala, it'll be good if you let me know once. What do you mean exactly? Do you want me to talk a little bit more in English? I can do that if you want. And अगर किसी को दिक्कत हो समझ में बताओ. I'll switch to Hindi right in that moment to explain whatever you need to explain. Let me know. खैर, Ionization enthalpies, matlab you're trying to form ions, you're trying to strip the atom of electrons. Okay, this is a direct extension of periodic properties itself. तो ये ज़्यादा भारी नहीं है, but here's the deal, right? A general idea, but sometimes students mess this up. Okay, I've written some stuff right on top of my head. देखो, and this is a little obvious, but I should point it out because students mess this up काफी बार. I don't know why, but they do. According to this n plus L order, 3D has a higher energy than 4s. मतलब पहले होता है 4s fill and then होता है 3D. But when electrons are removed, it is obvious that electrons from the outermost shell will get removed the first. Okay, सबसे पहले वही निकले जाएंगे. 4s electrons will get out first. Okay, no doubt there, right? Because sometimes I've seen students do this. अच्छा, highest energy must leave first. But how यार? 3D अंदर है, 4s बाहर है, right? So 4s is outermost shell, so उसमें से निकलेंगे electrons. Okay. So that is important because this filling order business is good for theory, but practically it's not like you've got an atom of vanadium and then एक करके abacus की तरह you're putting in different electrons and you're like, let me do the filling order. That's a theoretical idea. Practical idea hai is enthalpy of atomization. Okay, so please know where to draw the line between the theory and practical stuff. And the configuration bit that I told you before, that holds good here as well. Okay, cool. And the most common oxidation state is M2 plus because वही है कि 4s2 जो होता है वो 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन निकल जाते हैं. That's the main idea there. All right. You're comfortable with both language? That's good to know. All right. Bala, I hope you're able to follow what I'm saying now. Okay. I've switched to primarily English right now. I hope you're able to follow. Oxidation state, this is cool. This is just a simple table. It goes all the way to the maximum in the middle to manganese and then falls a bit. Copper shows interestingly 1 का state B, probably the only one actually. One of the few things that shows oxidation state of 1 because of its D10 configuration. Anyway, yeah, some of them, and they have weird characteristics, right? Some of them form these kind of zero oxidation state compounds as well, complexes, which is very, very strange. But if you have access to JEE, you'll see that there are a lot of complexes besides these that have this multiple oxidation states. NCERT में कुछ ही oxidation states दिए हुए हैं. If you're focusing on JEE Advanced, please go through this chapter from JEE. It is going to be crazy. And again, read it just as a reference book, okay? It goes into way too much detail. Reference book मतलब कहानी की तरह पढ़ लो. Maybe JEE में कुछ advanced में कोई सवाल है तो कर लेना. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. This trends in M2 plus to M standard oxidation potential. This exception right here is had to do with copper. क्यों? क्योंकि copper का second ionization enthalpy is very high. I showed you that in that table. You don't have to mug this. Again, get a feel of it by using flashcards. And usually it increases as a dip again with manganese. Now, the deal with why manganese is kind of low, I can give you some theory, but to be honest, nobody really knows. There are कुछ theory पढ़ाई जाती है कोचिंग में, कुछ theory chemistry statistics में मिलेगी, but let's just accept nature of what it is and accept कि भाई इसकी value कम है, okay, for now, okay. Now, yeah, that's all I want to talk about. Copper में it does not react with dilute acid, right? But oxidizing acids के साथ एक काम करता है. Oxidizing acids मतलब कि stuff like nitric and hot concentrated sulfuric acid. मतलब there's a redox reaction happening over there. Okay, cool. I know दूसरे में redox था, but this makes it happen. Make sure you solve all the subjective questions that are inside the text at the end and also exemplar questions. This morning itself कोई मेरे से पूछ रहा था कि भाई अभी JEE में कुछ एक महीने से approximately एक महीने 30-35 days बाकी हैं. What do they do? They said they know the theory of chemical bonding. तो बात हो रही थी bonding की, but applies to DNF as well. So what to do? मैंने बोला कि भाई तूने NCERT के सवाल किए हैं. बोला नहीं वो तो नहीं किए हैं, but I have done your modules. I'm like भाई NCERT सवाल कर लेना. सब्जेक्टिव सवाल है, फिर एग्जाम्पलर है, PYQs है, एंड आई डिड द मैथ फॉर देम. PYQs कितने होंगे 3 साल में? दिस स्टूडेंट वाज 2025 बट का JEE लेना था, आप लोग 24 में दे दो. 3 साल के आप ले 2021, 22, 23, सॉरी 4 साल, ओके, जहां पे शिफ्ट्स बढ़ गए थे. नाउ हर शिफ्ट में है, हर शिफ्ट में 25 सवाल, हर उसमें है अराउंड 8 शिफ्ट्स. तो यू डू द मैथ यार, 1000-1500 से ज्यादा सवाल तुमके तीन में मिल जाएंगे. PYQs करो ना सारे, उसके बाद जो भी एक्स्ट्रा करना. You will have approximately 100 to 200 questions just PYQs to solve besides subjective questions from here and exemplar. First you do those, उसके बाद जो करना है आप लोग करो. Feel free to do anything extra, but पहले do this. The exam is based on NCERT यार. NTA जो बोल रहा है भाई NCERT पढ़ो, वो खुद ही बोलता है, तो कर लो ना. खैर, back to what we were talking about over here. Now, this concept of how do you get M2 plus to M, right, is a more of a practical idea. You can go about saying, acha, delta H1 is this value, delta H2 is this value, delta H hydration is this, and you can get a general idea of it. But at the end of the day, there are some practical concepts that come into the picture. Even after all of this, you may not be able to predict, but luckily for us, for 3D elements, it's kind of chill, right? It does not get balanced out for copper, which is why it is an exception. M3 plus to M2 plus, matlab, it tells you which would be a good good oxidizing agent, because it itself likes getting reduced. If it's a positive value, then it is a good, what is it? If this is a positive value, then what is it? Is it a good oxidizing or reducing agent? A bit of a thoda sa interactive रखते हैं इसको. What is this? In D block, you have something like reverse inert pair effect. Shlok, interesting. As you go down the group, usual +2 becomes more stable. Okay. Hey, isn't that inert pair effect itself? कि PB4 plus PB2 plus में 2 plus ज़्यादा stable है, जो भी है. Okay. Couldn't we explain the anomaly of cobalt reduction potential based on symmetric filling of orbitals and exchange energy? Yes, we could, Shlok. We could. But the thing is, key for most of the people watching this video, that's going to go over their head. If you like knowing about this, please go ahead and read it, right? It helps in JEE Advanced. For JEE Main, zarurat nahi. That's all I was saying. That's great. Hey, Suzal, what's up? Hello. How about Morrison Boyd for organic? Yuvraj, I like Solomon's a lot more than Morrison Boyd, but it's up to you. You can use any book, but you make sure you book puri karo, right? The book you choose is up to you, but make sure you do it inside out once you are convinced कि अच्छी book है, ठीक है? And get the original authors, not the adapted versions. That's also important. Okay. What is this, by the way? Is it a good oxidizing agent or reducing agent? If I tell you that M3 plus to M2 plus is a positive value, what does that mean? Yeah, think about it a little bit. If this is a positive value, that means that the forward reaction is spontaneous. Forward reaction. मतलब 3 plus से 2 plus बनने वाला वो हो गया spontaneous. Okay. So it is getting reduced. So it must be a strong oxidizing agent. Do you agree with me or not? Please think about this from the first principle. This is all there is to this chapter. Just understanding this is more than sufficient. Okay. All right. Hey Rakshita, how are you doing? Okay. I think we have a lot of theory here in this chapter. So I'm going to speed things up a little bit about our theory discussion, and we get into some of these ions also undergo disproportionation if they show multiple oxidation states. The best example for that is copper. And this is in NCERT. Students काफी बार इसको बोलते हैं अरे ये तो नहीं NCERT में देखो बहुत clearly NCERT में दे रहे हैं. Yeah, you can call this a titration theory. You can say अच्छा this will react with starch, कुछ करेगा. You can do a lot of stuff with it. Whatever, right? But it's an NCERT. So please पढ़ लो NCERT. इसमें बार-बार बोलता हूँ. The general idea of, E0 values we've spoken of, magnetic properties, and this is the easiest part of this whole chapter. Easiest part, और इसमें भी सवाल आते रहते हैं, right? You get this whole idea of getting the number of unpaired electrons, जो उससे आपको magnetic property देते हैं. ज़्यादा unpaired electrons, the stronger its behavior will be in a magnetic field, and this is how you get it. Now, what I want you to note from here is जितने unpaired electrons हैं, of course, it goes up to a maximum 5, and then it reduces. The number, the magnetic moment, the first unit is the same. You see, अगर 3 है तो 3 है, 4 है तो 4 है. But be careful, okay? If you have to give integer answers, integer answer अगर आपको देना पड़े, you need to add 1 to this, which means it becomes almost 3. And this is a simple idea from maths, right? N into n plus 2 का root निकालो is approximately going to be equal to n plus 1. It's just a math thing, inequality है, right? It's less than equal to whatever, almost equal to this. It's a simple inequality. Solve it, you will get this directly. उसमें ज़्यादा दिमाग लगाने की जरूरत नहीं है, ठीक है? तो this is easy to do, and please study this part. Colored ions के बाद में देखो ये सब है, जहाँ पे भी D0 है या D10, it's usually not colored, right? The interesting thing is कि F7 भी colored नहीं होता है. That's something also you need to know. Okay, all right. Complex compounds, catalytic properties. Let's move on. Let's move on to F block elements. Okay, last before we do F block elements, oxides and oxoanions of metals. I know the whole of P block हटा दिया गया है जिसमें compounds है, but these D block compounds are important. There are 2-3 of them. There are a lot of this whole, redox reactions going, titrations coming into the picture. जरूरी है भाई. Especially कोई paramagnetic है, diamagnetic है, etc. These are tetrahedral. All this stuff is important, and you need to study this, which makes it a very crazy chapter. But it's all theoretical. इसमें कुछ ज़्यादा दिमाग लगाने की बात नहीं है. On to F block, the only thing that you need to focus on is, besides this whole idea of oxidation states कौन से important है, the atomic radius and ionic radius reduces, is going on to these 3 elements primarily. Yeah, in 4F you need to know these because F7, F14 or F0 configurations है, and these properties. Okay, For F block elements, focus on this diagram, make a flashcard out of this and figure it out. All right, let's start with the questions right after this. Kuch bacha hai. Let me quickly look at this. Now, all right, let's get started with the questions. All right, काफी समय मैंने इस पे लगा दिया. सवाल करते हैं. पहला सवाल. Really easy one to start with. नहीं यार, श्लोक, गलत वाली. I don't think so. I really don't think so. अगर याद करने की जरूरत पड़ी तो मेरा भरोसा उठ जाएगा एनटीए से, बट यू नेवर नो. पूछ भी सकते हैं यार. Maybe they want to differentiate between the whatever people who decide to mug it and not mug it. Up to them. If they run out of questions to make, maybe they'll make questions this, I guess. The electrode potential of M2 plus to M in 3D series element shows positive value for which of these? बहुत straightforward सवाल है, कर लो यार. Easy one to start off with. Shlok is saying in D block element with plus X. अच्छा. Got it, Shlok. I got what you're saying. Aditya Vikram saying see you. Okay. Anybody else want to give me some answers? Simple, easy, all right? Aditya Vikram, Rek. Easy one, right, Yuvraj? 0.34. Look at Aditya Vikram. He remembers the number. Wow. Look at that. 0.34. Yeah. यही है यार. यही graph है. This is it. First question. Very easy to start off with. Won't spend too much time on this. And the goal is because of this high energy of this. And especially delta H, जो second वाला है, is really high. Atomization. Right? Sorry, ionization energy of this. And hydration is not high enough to balance this. All right, let's move on to the next question. Potassium permanganate on heating at some temperature forms potassium manganate. Both potassium permanganate and potassium manganate are tetrahedral paramagnetic in nature. Try it out, guys. What do you think about this question? Yes, Shlok, Aditya Vikram, Yuvraj, chemistry lover. Right, बिल्कुल सही. क्या वो आपने बता मैं ट्रैक क्यों कर रहा है? सही तो बोला आपने. What about this question, guys? What do you think? मैं ढूंढ रहा हूं एनसीईआरटी में कहां है ये. आई हैव अ फीलिंग डायरेक्टली एनसीईआरटी से है ये वाला सवाल तो. Permanganate to manganate. Okay. I found some things, but एनसीईआरटी में टेम्परेचर वाला बिजनेस तो नहीं लिखा है. ये टेम्परेचर कहां से लाए हम लोग? I'm just seeing if this question is fair game or not, or have I asked you something that there's no way you will know. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, maybe you still know this. It's possible you have read it in a literature somewhere कि क्या होना चाहिए temperature. But without that, this question gets a little hard. Becomes a little hard. Yeah, I don't think NCERT में temperature दिया है. Sorry about that, guys. But try this question out. Please try this question out. And it's okay if you don't get it right. I mean, I won't take it personally because this question is a little weird like that. Try it out. C, Reg, it's saying C with a question mark. Okay. बाकी Reg के दोस्त क्या सोच रहे हैं? What do you guys think? Aditya saying something. 1 second. Hold on. I'm just trying to find literature of this कि कहाँ पे दिया है ये चीज. Well, I'll be honest with you. Okay, this question is a previous year question. JEE Main 2021 में आया था ये. But it's a modified version of that question. So if you have read it somewhere and you already answered it, it's not what is written over there. Okay, second is false. Okay, everyone's sure the second is false. Both false, says Aditya Vikram. It's 513 in NCERT. Aditya Vikram, कहाँ यार मुझे तो मिला नहीं. मिला क्या तुमको NCERT में? 513 नहीं 573 होगा. But ठीक है, same difference यार. 513, 573, whatever. It's not 473. 573. I looked for the number 573 on NCERT. Couldn't find it. Where is it in NCERT? Just let me know. It'll be cool. All right. नहीं यार याद नहीं करना रेक. बट क्या करें, ये जेई में दिया था यार. It's not on me. Don't get irritated with me. Right? If I was setting a question, I probably want to do it. The actual temperature is 573, not 473. But otherwise, you guys are right. Yeah, this is a disproportionation reaction, etc., etc. You do heat, and you heat at 573 Kelvin. And the whole thing is that you're right. You got the logical part right. कि दोनों जो para या diamagnetic नहीं है. One is para, the other is di. Right? Potassium permanganate has a +7, which means it has no d electrons. So this is going to be, what do you call it? This is going to be diamagnetic, and this is going to be paramagnetic, obviously, right? D1, D0. But this temperature right here is 573, not 473. And Rek shouting at me saying temperature भी याद करना है. Rick, no, I guess not. I mean, क्या बोलूं यार? Yeah, yeah. 233 second paragraph. Shlok saying both are true. I page 233 second paragraph. Wow, bro, that's a different level. You remind me of a friend. I used to have a colleague called Aditya Gopi back in school, and he would do this. He would know page number and also paragraph. That's the level of he went on to go to IIT Madras to do chemical engineering. So it worked out for him really. So that's great. That's awesome that you remember this. Second paragraph. Five, yeah, 233 to khatam ho raha hai. Like that's the end of second paragraph. I don't find it. Where in page 233? Anyway, it's 513 in the JEE question, but the JEE question is 570, but still gave it correct. Acha, Aditya Vikram. बाप रे, बाल की खाल, हाँ? That's okay. That's okay. Temperature क्या करें? क्योंकि रिएक्शन तो सही है. Both false. ऑप्शन गलत बोला. Meaning both false है ना? दोनों गलत है. Right? Yeah. अच्छा. ऑप्शन गलत बोला. समझ गया श्लोक. समझ गया. Awesome. It's 513 in JEE. Okay. That question is 573, but free marks दे दिए थे. Okay. ठीक है. Now I'm going to search for 513. Just for the heck of it. I found 513. Bro, Aditya Vikram, how do we give him a gold star or something? Let's do that. Look at this. Can we just clap wherever we are at for Aditya Vikram? Like, bro, this is respect, right? And this is what you call reading a book. This chap knows that when heated to 513, decomposes and does this. Look at that, bro. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Khair. Pranav, thanks for your feedback. But yeah, thanks for saying that this is good. Hey man, Aakash is amazing. I know that you may find your grievances with what you're facing right now, but the kind of infrastructure that's there for the tests, the kind of students that you meet and interact with, I think that's unparalleled, right? Khair, anyway, lovely work, lovely work. Yeah, the page with structure, and I think this is page number 226. But wow, guys, massive respect for all of you, and in all ways, seriously, I mean this with all sincerity. Lot of respect, lot of respect. The actual temperature is 513. So I hacked my way and said the temperature is 573 because bhai unno de diya tha 2021 mein. But no, let's go to NCRT. Every day you learn something new. Thank you, Aditya, Vikram, Shlok, and everybody else. All right, lovely. Shaurya, what's up? All right, next question. एक और ऐसा ही अतरंगी सवाल. Given below are two statements. The E naught value for CE4 plus CE3 plus is 1.74 volts. CE is more stable in CE4 plus state than CE3 plus state. In the light of the above statements, choose the most appropriate answer from the options given below. Shaurya, bro, what do you mean? Like, I didn't follow your question. Yeah. Let's do this. You remember because you solved the PYQ and you marked 573 as wrong, but they gave it to be correct. So Aditya has trauma from this. That's why he remembers it. That's good. Sorry, I'm gonna have to put you on like a timeout if you keep spamming, bro. But like, be more specific and I'll help you out for sure. Ab E naught value, yeah, Yuvraj, look at that. See, this is also a PYQ, and this is not me being, horrible to you guys. That's not my goal here. I'm telling you these are the kind of questions JEE asks. Yeah, तो मैं क्या करूँ यार? इसमें मैं क्या करूँ? Sonia is saying C is the answer. Both are incorrect. Achha. See, I want you to analyze this. At least, it's okay. Answer jo bhi ho doesn't matter. But let's do this. Let's do this analysis. And realize that both of these statements are contradictory, which means one of them is true, the other is false. Okay. Do you see that? That is what I want you to get with your analytical minds. देखो, अगर इसकी E naught value हुई positive, that means that the forward reaction is spontaneous, right? Which means that what does that mean? That means that CE3 plus is more stable. If this is true, then CE3 plus more stable, right? So either one of option 1 or option 2 are incorrect because both of these statements are contradictory. This is what I want you to get to. This is the idea I want you to get to. Okay? B, अगर E not की value wrong है, तो IDK. All right, Rick. Sweet. Whoa. Okay. Shlok. Yes, both are contradictory. Sonia, do you see this, Sonia? Because Sonia mentioned that dono are incorrect and incorrect. That's not possible. Okay. That's what I want you to get from this. इसके बाद, अगर if you're not sure, the safest thing to do is to leave the question. Trust me. Because in JEE, you only have 25 questions. Okay, getting a question wrong, huge penalty, huge penalty. At this point, and this is my honest advice to you, focus on improving your accuracy. अभी देखो जितना पढ़ना था आप पढ़ चुके हो. Don't try and learn anything new in 1 month. यार, it's कुछ मेधावी लोग हैं who will manage it, but I would suggest to everybody else to just focus on test taking and getting better at your accuracy. मतलब don't give in to temptation. तुक्काबाजी मत करो. That is the worst thing you can do with your JEE prep right now. इस पूरा आपने 2 साल पढ़ाई की and वो सब पानी में चले जाएगा if you go and guess in the JEE exam. So please don't guess. ठीक है. If you're not sure, you can't narrow it down, leave the question. Nobody will feel bad. In fact, you will be appreciated for leaving a question like this. इसका आंसर क्या है वो तो we'll explore. NCERT में ही है ये भी. या CE4 प्लस ढूंढते हैं. कहाँ है CE4 प्लस? अच्छा यहाँ पे एक जगह आ गया. ये देखो मैंने हाईलाइट करके रखा है. अच्छा स्क्रीन दिख रही है. हियर अभी स्क्रीन दिख रही है. देखो पढ़ लेते हैं. हम क्या करें? NCERT पढ़ लेते हैं. The E0 value for CE4 plus to 3 plus is 1.74 volts, which suggests that it can oxidize water. However, the reaction rate takes forever, is very slow, and hence CE4 is a good analytical reagent. ठीक है? ये भी PYQ है. इसको मैंने बदला नहीं. I did not change a single word from this PYQ. I kept it as it is. So I've given you 2 examples where I messed with the PYQ and one I did not. The answer to this one is that, okay, this guy is correct, so this guy must be wrong, which means option B is the answer to this. Okay, either B or D. Absolutely, Raj. CE4. Now see, Rec is sure about this. Rec has read somewhere that CE4 plus is an oxidizing agent. Now with that logic, you can confidently mark B. If you have not read any of this, you have left F block, pura chhod diya aapne, then you boss the safe thing to do is leave the question. But if you are sure that it's an oxidizing agent, then you can mark B confidently, without any doubt. Okay, all right, lovely. There was same question of electrochemistry, उसमें यही value दी गई थी. First statement is true because I remember the value from the question. हाँ, Shlok. See, that's good. It's good. If you are confident, mark it. If you're not confident, थोड़ा सा भी doubt है, feel free to leave the question. Because remember, सिर्फ 25 सवाल है. ठीक है, उसमें से 5 numerical है. मतलब 20 सवाल हैं where things could go really right or really wrong for you. So either way. चलो, numerical की बात करते हुए, here, let's take some example. Let's take an example of a question. In the ground state of atomic Fe2 plus Z equal to 26, the spin only magnetic moment is dash into 10 power minus 1 Bohr magneton. Okay, so ground state atomic Fe2 plus Z दिया हुआ है और क्या चाहिए? You want the formula? I think you'll do this without any intervention. Bye Guvraj, see you around. बाकी सेशन बाद में देख लेना. All right, see you. All right, Rek and Shlok and everybody else. Sonia, you change your answer. Lovely. Okay, B. That's good, Sonia. Aditya, chemistry lover. अरे तुमने सही तो बोला था. Anyway, Shaurya, try it out. Shaurya, I didn't understand your question. What do you mean how to analyze questions? That's literally what I'm doing for you. I'm teaching you that right now. How to analyze questions, right? Solution तो आपको सबका online मिल जाएगा. You just Google this or you look it up on any search engine you like. You will see the answer. My job is to tell you how to approach the question, which is what we're doing right now, Shaurya. Khair, how do you solve this question? Mu की कुछ value होगी. You want the formula? If you want the formula, let me know in the comments. I'll tell you the formula. Otherwise, please try it out. Okay, Pranav saying 48. Lovely. Pranav. Okay, we're trying to round off to the nearest integer. Okay, 48. Cool. All right. Sonia is saying 70. All right. ठीक है. 26 यानी कि so level B 26 यानी कि 18 plus 2 plus 6. तो अगर 2 चले गए तो 6 बच गए. 6 बच गए मतलब कि 4 अनपेड होंगे. तो 4 मतलब 5, right? Something like between 4 and 5 is what the number is going to be. It's going to be closer to 5 than 4. Now you have to actually calculate this. So under root of 4 into 6, which is 2 root 6. So 2 into 1.73 into 1.41. That's what I should get. Be careful, bro. Are you sure, Shlok? Are you sure, Pranav? यहाँ पे root 2 और root 3 की value दी गई है. It's a dirty calculation. But yeah, again, a sample of the kind of things folks give you. Sonia, एक बार please check your answer. You're right. Your formula is absolutely right. So since all of you figured this out, this is the formula. Yeah, excuse me. Okay. Hey, Swani, how are you doing? Absolutely. There's a trick for such questions. Yeah, Pranav, I did mention the trick when you guys were. मैंने बोला था. But anyway, tell me, what's the trick, Pranav? बताइए. Tanu, 49. Tanu, entry में ही. Hey, Tanu from the NEET channel. You have solved this question before. Lovely to see you, Tanu. All right, Rek. Yes, 49 is the right answer. So the idea is Fe, argon, which is 18, and then 3d6 and 4s2. This guy goes away because it's a 2 plus ion, right? Even if it doesn't go away, it doesn't matter. It would still be the same because d electrons utne hi hai. So Fe is going to be this, yeah, Fe2 plus, and you draw it. Jaldi se draw karke, you get this to be 4 electrons. Agar 4 electrons mile, to under root of 4 into 6, root 2 root 6 is what you get. Okay, specifically if you do this properly, 6 into 4 kitna hota hai? 24 na. 4 into 6 is 24. Take 2 out, you get 2 root 6. Now 2 root 6 kya hoga? 2 into 1.73 into 1.41. Now this is a nasty calculation, right? But I use a calculator because I'm shameless. You guys are going to have to actually sit and solve this, right? You get this weird number, which means you get 49 is the answer, right? Little less than 5, 49, 49, 49 is the right answer. What is your trick? Okay, I'm reading what Pranav is saying. He has a trick. If the number of unpaired electrons, then magnetic moment is n.7 minus n.9. What is n.7? You're saying n into 7 minus n into 9. I didn't follow that. Maybe I missed something there. What do you mean n into 7 minus n minus 9? Maybe ping me on I Teach Chem and we'll chat. This is interesting. If you have a trick, tell me. I'd like to know. This is me on Telegram and on what you call this, Discord. All right, ping me here and we'll figure this out. The answer to this one is 49. Okay, I know you guys said 48. Very close, very close, very close. Yeah, yeah. All right, next question. The number of 4f electrons in the ground state electronic configuration of GD2 plus is what? Please try this out. GD2 plus. Now, GD2 plus में have I given you? अच्छा ठीक है मैंने atomic number दे दिया है. I've been nice to you guys and I've given you the atomic number. So try it out. How many questions? Oh, we have quite a few questions remaining, guys. But time भी है 20 मिनट है ठीक है कर लेंगे आराम से कर लेंगे. n.7 n.72 अच्छा 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 समझ गया. N is okay, got it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Pranav, understood. Yeah, that's the same thing I said with the inequality, right? Root of n into n plus 2 is approximately equal to n plus 1. So if you have a direct integer thing, you don't have to do all this. Answer would be 5. But यहाँ पे भाई बोला 10 by minus 1 इसलिए I have to think a little bit. Yeah, I get it. All right. Rek is saying 7. Shlok, Rek, Aditya are all saying 7. वो half filled है. सही है. I like that logic. Anybody else still doing this? GD is 64. Now, how do you remember half filled है कि नहीं है? Aditya is clear, अच्छी बात है. But okay, remember I told you, have an idea of the closest noble gas. Okay, closest noble gas is at 54. This chap right here is xenon. Okay. So I can write the electronic configuration and this you need to know यार. Theory ये जरूरी है कि you have approximately 5d1 6s2 for all configurations. I'm going to open up NCRT. I think NCRT में है. Hold on. This should be in the NCRT. 5d1. There you go. ठीक है. Look at this, right? Some of these guys have this configuration. Okay, 5d1 6s2. Most of them have 6s2. Some of them have 5d1 6s2. And मैं आपको बोला था यार ये तीनों आप याद रखो. These three you have an idea of because they have this extra 5d1 over there. Without that, life could become difficult. I know that this is a little annoying because who's going to remember so much? यार 4f है 5f में कुछ चीज हो रही है. Look at this. There's 5f right after 4f, right? Look at all this. यहाँ पे जो सबके हैं 6d1 7s2 ज्यादातर 7s2 कम है mostly 6d1. How much are you going to do? But anyway, try and remember these two. ठीक है, which are 5 or 7. NCRT पढ़ लो यार क्या करें. ठीक है, back to the window of this question. Okay, so because I remember this, then I have an idea कि चलो it's 54 plus 10. 10 में से 3 चले गए यहाँ पे मतलब बचे 7. If 3 go away in 5d1 6s2, बचे कितने? 4f7. So you can guess it's either 4f7 or 4f8. Okay. From here onwards, if you get to the fact with 4f7 or 4f8 and you're not sure what to do next, leave the question. But if you've seen it somewhere, then you know for sure, भाई 4f7 है, फिर खत्म, साथ ही है, right? Okay, cool. अगला सवाल, after European. Sandeep Mehrotra, pranam. Okay. Aditya saying answer is 8. Aditya, I see it. I see why you would say the answer is 8. Rakshita, I'd see why you guys say it. But I've just explained to you that in the 4f series, yeah, there are 3 of them, which is lanthanum, whatever GD is, and Lu, lutetium. All of these have a 5d electron as well. ठीक है, इसीलिए इसका आंसर होगा 4f7. Okay. That's why I wanted to do this question with you guys. Yeah, Ayush, Tanu, Rakshita, and Aditya, do you see why it's 7? Yeah? All right. Cool. Agla sawal shall we do? If you want me to repeat anything, let me know. I'm going to go on to the next question. Let's do a couple of PYQs now. Yeah, from now on, we're going to focus on PYQs. The disproportionation of Mn4 2 minus in acidic medium resulted in the formation of two manganese compounds. Repetition ho gaya, kar loge. Compounds A and B. If the oxidation state of Mn in B is smaller than that of A, then the spin-only magnetic moment number, mu of value of B is what? Dekho yaar, this is just a roundabout way of maybe doing that. That's it. We've already done this by finding out how to get these values. अब ये बस थोड़ा घुमाया फिरा के बोल रहा है तो थोड़ा सा theory and then a question, a numerical. Yeah, easy to do I think. ये वाला भी कर सकते हो. Try it out. So here's proof. There are two kind of questions in DNF block. One directly theory NCERT के बीच में से कहीं छुपी हुई. Second is on this Bohr magneton वाला idea या फिर कुछ और numerical या फिर something like that. Some oxidation reduction वाला idea. That's all that's going to come from here. Okay. So easy marks. But if you feel stressed out, यार भाई बहुत पढ़ लिया अभी और नहीं पढ़ना है, can ditch this chapter as is not allied with other stuff. It's usually a standalone thing, unless you're doing JEE advanced, in which case भाई पढ़ ले यार आसान marks है, ठीक है? All right. Are you trying this question out? Let me know what you think. Pranav, are you here? Are you checking this as audio well? दोस्तों क्या हुआ? You need a hint on this one? I thought ये डायरेक्ट था. ये आप कर चुके हैं. Or is my chat lagging out or something? और आप लोग कुछ बोल रहे हो? It happens at times. So I'm just going to quickly check on my phone. Oh, you're all here. Okay. Yeah, the chat bit is lagging. Oh, I missed a lot of comments. My chat is bugging out. Hold on. The last chat I see is as it comes after you, European. And on my phone is obviously a lot more than that. So I'm going to restore chat here. Hold on. मैं अपने PC पे, I'm just trying to get chat out. All right. Yeah, it refreshed now. Okay, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. Serum also has 5s electrons. Yeah, 5s तो बहुत होंगे. 5d, 5s electrons. You mean 6s, right? Ayush is saying 0. Hrishikesh is 0. Shlok is saying 0. Sohani, catch it? Okay. 3 unpaired electrons says Tanu. Aditya is saying 4. Ayush is saying 4. Rek is saying 4. Tanu is confident about 4 too. ठीक है, या तो 4 या तो 0. जाहिर है, it's either 4 or 0. But यार सवाल ठीक से पढ़ लो. You have figured out 99% of the question, guys. Everybody on the chat has got this right. But कुछ लोगों ने कुछ थोड़ी सी बारीकी में गड़बड़ी कर दी. अब सवाल ठीक से पढ़ो यार. Mn is in B is smaller than that of A, and spin only magnetic moment B की पूछ रहे हैं. यार, you have done the hard work. You have figured out that this disproportionation happens, right? तभी तो आपको मिल रहा है 0 या तो फिर 4, है ना? इसमें 0, इसमें 4. अब A कौन सा है, B कौन सा है, इसमें तो गड़बड़ी मत करो यार, please be careful in doing this. It's very clear that B is Mn4 plus and not Mn7 plus. Okay, so after that, though, it's doable here. Yeah, 4. If it has 4 electrons, it will be close to 4. Nearest integer will still be 4. Okay, 3d5 4s2 blah 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 blah. Cool. We remove 2 electrons. ये वाला कौन सा है? Hold on. What did I do here? Yeah, this was base. Mn4 plus is going to be 3d3, right? And it's going to, oh, not 4 electrons, sorry, 3 electrons and n plus 1. Yeah, I messed that up a little bit. So if it has 3 electrons, it will be n plus 1. Yeah, so approximately 4. Right. And if you want the whole reaction, it's there in NCERT. I've written it out here as well. You got to balance it. ध्यान से करो यार. Yeah. Right, permanganate. Right, sure, Shlok. It becomes Mn2. Right, that's good. But I see that a lot of people gave 0, right? Ayush, Shlok, शुरुआत में Hrishikesh, and some people have retracted their answer. So this was an easy question, but jaldi mein mat karo. Okay, JEE main questions are unlike the questions you get in your modules in that way. क्योंकि ऐसे JEE main के सवाल बनाने में थोड़ा ज़्यादा effort लगता है. And most of the modules, wherever else you're getting questions, they're direct questions. ये extra 1-2 line that may misguide you are usually not there. These traps that you see on top of my head, इन दोनों में से एक है A और B और B निकालो, ये सब normally नहीं करते हैं, but JEE में है. trying to prove that to you. All right. It became M2. It's okay, mistake hota hai. I mean, CA is 5D electron. Cerium has 5D. Okay. Okay, Aditya Vikram. Yeah, sure. Sure. Cool. The difference in oxidation state of chromium in chromate and dichromate salts is what? This is a question I'd like you to answer in the next 30 seconds. It's possible for you to answer the next 30 seconds. I'm not making this up. Seriously. Let's do a timer on this one. Timer, 30 seconds. Go ahead. I've seriously started a timer. Look at that. The timer's running. I think you can actually do it in 30 seconds. What do you think? There may be a lag of 10 seconds between what I'm saying and what you're listening to, but आप लोग कर सकते हो. Tanu is saying root 15. Okay, cool. All right. What do the rest of you think? Pandey ji is saying 0. Aditya Pandey is saying 0. You've got 10 more seconds. Chemistry lover saying 5. Aditya Vishray saying 0. 7, 6, 5, 0, 0, 0, 0. पिन कोड बता रहा है क्या आदित्य? And time's up. और मेरा टाइमर नहीं बज रहा है. बज रहा है. It's on silent. फिर बज रहा है. Oh, cool. That infrared light gets captured in the camera. You guys see that? That was very cool. Anyway, both may 6 or 0. Slow. Absolutely, man. That's all there is. Dichromate. बंद हो जा भाई टाइमर. तेरा पर्पस खत्म. Dichromate is Cr2O7 2 minus, right? Chromate is Cr04 2 minus. यार दोनों में ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट is 6. No doubt, right? यहाँ पे तो क्लियर है यार. Cr plus 4 into minus 2 is equal to minus 2. मतलब Cr equal to plus 6. इसमें भी वही है. 2Cr plus 7 into minus 2 is equal to minus 2. 2Cr is equal to 12. Cr equal to 6. No Cr7. यहाँ पे Cr6. दोनों जगह chromium 6 पे है. Difference is going to be 0. तनु नहीं यार. तनु ध्यान से पढ़ ले. What you're talking about is when a reduction, when a redox reaction happens, then the chromium goes back to Cr3 plus. But it doesn't here, no, in this case. Yeah. Suhani, it will be 0. है ना? Tanu, I think you are still doing. अच्छा पुराना वाला Tanu. हाँ, last one is 4. Tanu, you're right. You forgot what is chromate. Rec. अब क्या करें? भूल गए तो छोड़ दो यार आंसर. So guys, all the questions that I'm giving to you guys, right? Some of you are getting it right, some of you are not. The moral of the story is not that आपको सवाल नहीं मालूम है. You, all of you, at least, especially the people who are active on the chat, know how to solve these questions. But अगर हड़बड़ी में नहीं हो रहा है, the lesson there is not to take tension करे यार गलत हो गया. The lesson there is to leave the question. I'm being very straight with you. Don't worry about a target score and percentile and all that crap. Okay. अगर पक्का नहीं है, leave the question. Repeating that again. Tanu, I think आप पिछले वाले का बोल रही थी 4, which is right. This one is 0. Yeah, absolutely. Good job. It's a sin. It's a sign or is it a sin, Shlok? I'd say it's a sign. It's a sign, not sin. It's a sign that it's okay. You know, देखो, here's the deal, right? There's no need to beat yourself up about forgetting something. अब it's a reality of life. भूल गए तो भूल गए. Move on. Be shameless. Don't get attached to all these questions, JEE and all that. तुम अपना ट्राई कर रहे हो. All of you are trying really hard. And now you're in the exam hall. भूल गए तो भूल गए यार, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? आ गया तो आ गया, अच्छी बात है ना? Celebrate your wins. नहीं किया तो ठीक है, move on. Be shameless. कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. You got to learn to move on very quickly. खैर, anyway, यही सेम चीजें मैंने फिर से लिखी हैं, which I had done beforehand. Erase करके यहाँ पे अच्छी वाली चीजें रहने देते हैं. Cool. Let's go on to the next question. Similar idea. अब तो पता नहीं क्रोमेट क्या होता है. ठीक है. Number of terminal oxygen atoms present in the product B obtained from the following reaction is what? ये वाला शायद एनसीईआरटी में नहीं है. देखना तो एक बार. एनसीईआरटी में शायद ये नहीं है. मे बी हो सकता है, हो कहीं छुपा हुआ. It is pop. Actually, let's check. Chromium में है क्या ये? Let's go back to that. Oh, CR3 plus, CR3 plus. No. Let's go with die. I'm just searching अरे NCERT में है. I feel कि नहीं है, but you guys try this question out. 6. I used to with 6. Very confident of 6. Yeah, Rakshita, absolutely. Rec. That is one thing. Revise कर ले. The other thing is tension मत ले. Revise करने का time मिले तो कर ले. But tension लेने कोई point नहीं है. Just accept that the exam got the better of you and move on. खत्म. सोचना की बात नहीं है. Nothing to get worried about. That's all I was saying. So okay, FeCr2O4. Cr2O4. What is Cr2O4? Well, this is in NCERT, bro. पहला वाला इक्वेशन तो एनसीईआरटी में है, दूसरा वाला भी एनसीईआरटी में है। अच्छा, दिस इज इन एनसीईआरटी गाइस, शुड बी डूएबल। 6 टर्मिनल 1 ब्रिजिंग, श्लोक ऑन फायर, ये तो डायरेक्टली एनसीईआरटी से आ गया। अगला वाला सवाल शायद एनसीईआरटी में नहीं है। देखो, श्लोक ने बोला 6 टर्मिनल 1 ब्रिजिंग, मतलब इट मस्ट बी Cr2O7 2 माइनस, एंड हियर एनसीईआरटी में दिखा रहा हूं आपको कहां पे। देखो, आप लोग बोलते आपको मॉड्यूल करना है, हजारों चीजें करनी है, आधी चीजें देखो डायरेक्टली एनसीईआरटी से आ रही है, एंड ये कोई कन्फर्मेशनल बायस नहीं है। आई एम गिविंग यू लेटेस्ट एनटीए वाले जेईई मेन के सवाल, नथिंग फैंसी, ठीक है, यही है। दिस इज इक्वेशन 1, दिस इज इक्वेशन 2, दोनों है, Na2Cr2O7 बन रहा है। एंड इफ यू वांट नो स्ट्रक्चर कहां पे, देखो यार स्ट्रक्चर यहां पे जो श्लोक भाई साहब बोल रहे थे ना कि 1 ब्रिजिंग और इतने यहां पे 6, खत्म है ना। All right, let's go back to our PPT. Here we are. Okay, so Na2Cr2O7, and this is Na2Cr4, and here's your structure. फिर से right over here. And the answer is a nice number, which is 6. Yeah, preparation of Na2Cr2O7. Great. कुछ लोग 4 बोल रहे थे सुहानी. Okay, you're good. Everyone agrees at 6. Okay, lovely. Let's go on to the next question. Good job, Tarun. Consider the following reaction. मैंने कुछ ऊपर लिख दिया क्रोमाइल क्लोराइड टेस्ट, which is a hint and tells you the answer practically, but ठीक है, नहीं एक्चुअली इट्स ठीक है, कर लो, हिंट दे दिया मैंने आपको। पुराना सवाल है, इसमें सम ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस आर लिटिल हार्ड, ओके, इस वाले में 2020 में स्पेशली, बट खैर आजकल द लेवल इज बेटर, easier to do, which means competition बढ़ जाएगा, but whatever. NaCl plus K2Cr2O7 gives this A plus side products. This reacts with NaOH, gives you something as side products. This reacts gives you this. This looks like a JEE advanced question. ऐसी हरकतें normally JEE advanced में होती है, but ठीक है, you have to count the number of atoms in one molecule of each of these, which is such a weird thing to do. Count the number of atoms, but करो भाई, atoms को count करो. Yeah. Yes, Shlok, confirmatory test for chlorine. Absolutely right. If you have seen my videos on salt analysis, you can check it out. I've done that in detail. It's on the playlist section of this channel itself. I don't think chromyl chloride itself is mentioned in this, but NaCl, nahin. I don't think it's there. ये lab manual में definitely होगा. रुको, खोलता हूँ lab manual. Let me get NCERT lab manual chromyl chloride test. ये definitely होगा NCERT lab manual में. I'm getting a lot of this thing. Where is the NCERT unit 8 test functional group in organic and inorganic compounds? नहीं, ये तो organic वाला खुल गया. हमको inorganic वाला चाहिए. Unit 8 NCERT मिला, functional groups. Found one thing. Chromyl chloride test. Lab manual मिल गया, link मिल गया. आप लोग try करो. Tanu, wow. Okay, that's insane, Tanu. How do you do that so quickly? Lovely, good job. Hey, how many of you want to agree with Tanu, or do you think it's a different thing altogether? I'll give you guys like 30 more seconds to do this. मिल गया. No, नहीं मिला. So I found everything other than what I need, but I'm pretty sure ये है, because I have seen in the lab manual myself when I was teaching, making things for you guys. मुझे organic और सब कुछ मिल गया, but खैर छोड़ो. Anyway, please look it up yourself, yeah. Okay, sweet. Back to this guy here. Okay, is there in lab manual an organic? Maybe here, I think for okay. In previous question, I guess global salt is obtained when Na2Cr4 H2SO4, the oxygen atom should be 4. N. Suhani, I have shown you ki, what the reaction was. Yeah, specifically that was in NCERT directly, Suhani, which is why I told you that the answer is this. Suhani, are you all right? Is A is CrO2Cl2, B is dichromate, C is CrO5. Yeah, the third option is what gets annoying. Tanu, good work. CrO5 deep blue color, butterfly like structure. Aditya Pandey, बाप रे, ये तो अगले सवाल का जवाब दे रहे हैं आदित्य जी. ठीक है, ये सारे एनसीईआरटी में सॉल्ट से हाइड्रोजन में है. अच्छा, बढ़िया. पहला वाला is CrO2Cl2, yeah, chromyl chloride. That reacts with NaOH, gives you back Na2Cr4, and then that reacts with dilute H2O2 and gives you CrO5. So you add them all up together, कितने होते हैं? 1 plus 2, 3 plus 2, 5. 2 plus 3 plus 4, 7. 1 plus 6, 6 plus A. मैंने कुछ अजीब किया. 4, 5, 6, 7. नहीं, ठीक ही लग रहा है ना. 13 plus 5, 18. That should be the answer. Do you guys agree with this? इनका प्लस ही करना पड़ेगा मतलब? तनु मैं समझा नहीं आपकी बात. How do you mean? आयचा विक्रम हाइड्रोजन में है. हाइड्रोजन में? Oh, okay. Why would it be that hydrogen? Oh, because H2O2 के साथ reaction. Okay, interesting. Yeah, 18 is the right answer. Yeah, absolutely. 18 is the right answer. Suhani, for your benefit, the previous question that you were talking about, it's right here. See, Suhani, reaction 1, reaction 2, it forms this Na2Cr2O7. Okay, cool. Let's move on back to our presentation. And agla sawal. I feel I'm going to skip the next question because already we've figured it out. ये वाला चलता है, ये वाला try करो. Do we have time? We have some more time. इसके बाद एक और सेशन है क्या तुम्हारा? 5 grams of zinc is treated separately with an excess of dilute HCl and aqueous NaOH. The ratio of volumes of H2 evolved in these two reactions is what? 576. Ah, okay. Yeah. That's what you got to do. You just have to add the atoms. That's what the question asked for. So you're good. You're good there. All right. Please try this out. Can you write the third reaction again? Rick, which third reaction? This right here. You want the whole reaction? That's going to be a little difficult. The reason why I did not write it is because it doesn't care about it. It just focused on this. But yeah, he's right. Is there in hydrogen? Let me open the NCRT for that and I'll tell you. आप इस ये वाला सवाल करो and I'll look at that. कितने क्वेश्चन आते हैं जेईई मेन में DNF ब्लॉक से? Well, in the last 3 years, approximately 150, not last for 5 years, approximately 150 सवाल. You're talking about 1 year, एक सवाल आएगा, obviously, right? 25 questions हैं, so maybe एक सवाल आएगा. Beast, why are you spamming, bro? I don't like people who spam the same comment. Not a fan of that. Equal moles. Tanu says equal moles. So what is the answer, Tanu, then? What do the rest of you guys think? Tanu is on to something. बाकी लोग से agree करते हैं or do you want to give me a different? सब हो सकता है. But Tanu, अगर equal moles हैं, तो answer भी 1:1 होगा, right? Because moles is going proportional to volume. PV equal to nRT. P is constant, right? And temperature is constant. R is constant, obviously. So N proportional to V. है ना, Tanu? Yeah. So Tanu, according to what you are saying, it should be 1:1. So I'm going to mark 1 against 1:1. What Tanu is saying. Sonia is saying 1:2. Okay. Shlok में B में sodium zincate. Lovely Shlok. Confirmatory test was 2+. Okay. A and D are same. Arey, thank you. That was supposed to be 2:1. A and D is same. I will correct that right now. On the fly. That's how we roll. Hold on. There you go. Fixed. Thank you for the input. What do you guys think? Shlok, you're right. You're absolutely right. But usse, how do we get to the answer from there? JEE वाले में confirm नहीं पता चलता. 1:1 B. No, you're good. So don't get, just because it's called JEE, it's not a big deal, really. It's just a psychological thing if you feel, hey, JEE, big thing. It's not a big deal. Write the reaction without balancing it first, right? Zinc plus HCl will give you the NCl plus H2. This you have been learning since 9th standard. ठीक है, तो ये बड़ी बात नहीं है. This is fine. Okay, cool. Then let's balance. We'll balance later. पहले दूसरा लिखते हैं. This is a confirmatory test for zinc, as Shlok pointed out. Yeah, you get Na2, ZnO2. Then you balance. दोनों जगह 2 डाल दो. Now it doesn't change H2 amount change. So it must be 1:1. Khatam. That's the answer. Let's move on. Yes, Shlok, Tanu, good job. Aditya, yes. Balance equation likh lo. Yeah. Easy one. All right. Next question. I don't think we have too much time, but hold on. Let me pick my battles carefully, like I suggest to all of you. So, I think we have time to do, let's do it. ये वाला सवाल तो तुम लोग already जानते हो, right? Because somebody already pointed out what a blue liquid is. I'll do a couple of questions. I'll give you one as a homework. We'll do 2 quick questions. I'll give you one as a homework. Okay. Here is the first quick question. In the following reaction sequence in aqueous solution, the species X, Y, and Z respectively are what? You've got H2O3 2 minus plus Ag plus, and that gives you a clear solution. Then you get Ag plus again, and you get a white precipitate, and then you get a black precipitate, which is like, what? What's happening, guys? What's happening? So try this out. This was asked long back, 2016. आपके लिए long back, मेरे लिए तो not that long back, but for you very long back. When you guys were what? How old were you when this question came out? You guys must be in 10, like 9 or 10, but yeah. So anyway, try it out. Salt, you like salt analysis? Yeah, Shlok, I really like salt analysis. अगर आपने practical chemistry life में actually की है, right, in a lab, you will love salt analysis. You will never forget the color of zinc जो बनता है, and zincate का जो बोलते हैं ना gel like color, same with aluminum hydroxide. It's insane. And that buff color of manganese, it's not very pretty, but you're like, oh god, yeah, that's definitely manganese. There's no doubt कि that's manganese. तो ये buff का मतलब ही समझ आता है. Buff मतलब skin color whatever, right? हमारा skin color नहीं. Okay, विलायती लोगों का skin color because it's a little light. It's pinkish is what you get manganese का. But anyway, fond memories and inorganic analysis is even more fun. You get this bright canary yellow colors and all of that. I'm sorry, I mean inorganic में anion analysis. Yeah, it's fascinating. Salt analysis is good fun. Khair, Sonia is saying A. Okay. Hypo says Aditya. Shlok is A. Beast says A. Everyone is saying A. Yeah, practical करने में तो मजा ही आता है. I know a lot of you are going to not such official schools, but if you have gone to an actual CBSE school जहाँ पे practicals होते हैं, मजा ही आ जाता है भाई, मजा आ जाता है. Khair, looks like A should be the right answer. But ये black PPT, right? That gives you a hint कि either one of these two should be correct and not these guys. उसके बाद if you go ahead, you are already given that this is a 2 minus ion. Now you know that silver का होना चाहिए +1, right? That's also given to you. So इसका charge, if you put 2 silver guys, 2 of S2O3 2, and that is also given to you as a hint, right? In दोनों में you have 2, what do you call it? What's the word for it? Ligands. Yeah, 2 ligands of S2O3 coming in, which means कि इसका charge must be 3 minus. That's why this should be the answer. That's it. So even if you're not sure about this, अगर आपने salt analysis नहीं पढ़ा, even then with logic you can figure this one out. That's what I was trying to tell you. You can figure it out. Oh yeah, copper का chocolate brown color. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Where is this reaction? Ah, that's a good point. So this is a thiosulfate वाला titration वाली चीज, right? This is also should be in your lab manual, but in your lab manual, it's not in your syllabus. If you look at it strictly, lab syllabus नहीं है. But D block में this could be asked, right? And again, this is an advanced question. That's the way we roll, right? We have a couple of JEE advanced के सवाल also, right? So this would be there in your syllabus if you're doing JEE advanced. Last question for the day, yeah, recent JEE advanced का paper. The treatment of galena with HNO3 produces a gas that is what? For that, you need to know what exactly is galena. G. What is G hanging around here for? I think it was just one of those things that पहले से आ गया. Last question. Saksham, what's up? Yeah. Where is this reaction? Chocolate brown, slow, Precipitate AG silver mirror test. Sonia. Yes, lovely. Silver mirror test. Oh, yeah, wonderful. अच्छा, वो Fellens और Tollens वाला टेस्ट भी उसमें वही होता है. Yeah, okay. Lovely. Try this one out. You guys are great, man. मजेदार. हाँ. PBS. Okay, galena is PBS. Lovely. Okay, we've all figured out galena is PBS. आगे क्या करें? No colorless. Okay. Oh, no is NO. Okay, Aditya is giving us the answer. NO and colorless. Okay, but NO तो उसमें है नहीं. ठीक है, colorless is one thing that Aditya is saying. What about the others? Hey, Samadhan, how are you doing? प्रणाम. NO gas colorless. Yes. Option D ठीक है, but this could be more than one correct. Maybe I forgot to tell you this. एक से ज्यादा correct हो सकते हैं. ये advanced के सवाल होते हैं ना, एक से ज्यादा हो जाते हैं correct. You're right, on the right track. But is NO का geometry क्या है? NO का paraminute है कि नहीं है? Is it acidic or not? ये तीनों भी सही हो सकते हैं. It could be all 4 of them correct. A or D. Tanu, do you mean A and D? Tanu, because इसमें से एक से ज्यादा correct हो सकते हैं. So do you mean A or D or do you mean A and D? What do you mean, Tanu? Good job though. Good job. I like the direction that you're going in. Okay. Skip. Don't know galena. Aditya Vikram. Good call. JEE advanced का सवाल anyway. It's fair game. Yeah, galena is there in metallurgy वाला idea. So इस reaction में क्या होता है? Yeah, dude, I get it. If you have not studied metallurgy, then this question can get really hard because, yeah, what you're going to do without that, without the little bit of the starting reaction. Yeah. ABC says Sonia. Okay. Okay. ठीक है. Why not colorless? A and D, Aditya. Aditya and Tanu agree with each other कि A and D होना चाहिए. Okay. Good work. Good work. Baki, shall I wait for a bit? Like, just I'll wait for 30 more seconds for you guys to catch up on this question. Okay. Since it's a JEE advanced question, you definitely have time for this. Okay. Time is not a concern. JEE advanced में definitely not. JEE main में थोड़ा बहुत crunch होता है. NEET में तो बहुत crazy time crunch होता है. JEE advanced में कोई time crunch नहीं. आराम से करो. कोई जल्दी नहीं है. So, AD. Okay, you were confused. No, you're right, Tanu. You're on the right track. Colorless and paramagnetic confirm. Parth. Lovely, Parth. Colorless and paramagnetic confirm. Okay. ठीक है. तो three people have given me these three as the options. This is the reaction. Now, maybe you don't know कि sulfur बनता है नहीं बनता है, but you know that NO बन रहा है. That is sufficient for this. Okay. Nothing else is a gas over here, so that suffices in this. All right. What's the next idea? This is an oxidizing agent, right? NO में है 15 इलेक्ट्रॉन. 15 इलेक्ट्रॉन. It's an odd electron system. JEE loves questions on these weird things. Yeah. But that's okay. It doesn't matter in this scenario. Okay. It is paramagnetic. That's where I'm coming from. Odd electron matlab must be paramagnetic. You don't have to do that. अगर आप चाहो तो वो पूरा कर सकते हो. Sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, sigma 2s, sigma star 2s, like that. Pandit revise, who does the whole things. 2px pi 2px pi equal to 2py pi, I want to say, and then you have sigma, okay, sigma, what is this? 2pz, okay, pi pehle hona chahiye. Like, why is it looking weird? Pi 2px pi 2py, yeah. If you want to do this business, तब उससे भी कर सकते हो. तो 14 हो गए, फिर यहाँ पे हो गए 8 और बगे कितने 14, मतलब 8 and 6, right? 2 2 2 and then 1 over here. Pi star में होंगे एक और बंदा. So you're definitely paramagnetic, no doubt there whatsoever. But you don't need to do all of this. Yeah, you just know. And it's a neutral oxide. Little bit of extra information that you need to know. Okay. And this is the structure if you want to know. It is not bent. This is a linear compound. Okay. Cool. And the answers are A and D. Excellent work, everybody. Lovely. Lovely. Neutral oxide. Yes. Shlok, Tanu, wonderful work. Parth, yes, absolutely. Suhani, Sonia, thoda sa bent in geometry nahi tha. I know this is a very weird thing. Aditya Vikram, I hope you also understood. Samadhan, everybody else here as well. Okay, lovely work all around. Last wala ek sawal. Let me give this to you as a homework. Very doable after all the हमने तो बहुत मेधावी मुश्किल सवाल किए. This should be very doable. Please try this out. And that brings us to the end of this session. If you're watching this and for some reason you haven't subscribed, please do. Yeah. What are you doing? Seriously, subscribe, guys. We make awesome content. Come check it out. And as always, here is the link of everything that I'm working on, and I'll continue to update this. We're gonna have some very interesting things coming up in the next few days for you. Yeah. The Aakash Byju's app has wonderful capabilities, a lot of it free. And if you want to get a few tests, access to some specific material, sure, you got to cough up a few bucks. But most of it is free and you can check it out right now. If you haven't already, check out the test section of that. That's insanely good. The best solution in the market for sure. Everything that you guys look up on Google or other sites and Byju's and Topper things come up there. The same things are there in test and adaptive way to check it out. Khair, ye aapka homework sawal. That's all I have for you today. I'll see you on Thursday. Aaj hai Thursday. I'll see you on Saturday with more awesome questions on thermo. Tab tak हम लोग फिर आगे मिलते हैं. All right. Bye. See you all. Have a great afternoon. If I want to guess, then HNO3 is non-oxidizing and mostly it gets reduced to NO. Yes, Aditya Vikram. That's a very good guess. Very good and very valid guess. Try this question out in your homework. Please let me know in the comments what the answer is. Okay. Not the live chat wala, but thanks for that, Shlok and Sonia. After the video is done, please leave them in the comments. Okay. Bye. I'll see you on Saturday. And oh yeah, 3 o'clock pe Bhumika session coming up. Do check it out. Tata.